If I give two Vancouver buyers exactly the same budget today, let's say $1 million, and tell them they have to buy real estate this month. One buys a condo, the other purchases a single detached homes. 5 years from now, who do you think will come out ahead? Most people assume the single home is automatically the better investment. But in today's market, the answer isn't as obvious as you might think. In fact, depending on your situation, buying the wrong property type today could cost you hundreds of thousands of dollars over the next decade. In this video, we're going to compare condos versus detached homes in Vancouver in 2026. Look at what's happening in the market right now and discuss which option makes the most sense depending on your goal. And make sure you stay until the end because I will share what I would personally buy if I were entering the market today. Let's get right into it. Let's start with the condos. There's no question that the condo market has been under great pressure lately. Inventory has increased significantly compared to a couple years ago, and many developers are struggling to launch new projects. Some pre-sale buyers are reaching completion very soon and finding themselves unable or unwilling to close. And investors who bought during the peak years are discovering that the rent and prices has not risen as quickly as they expected. And in fact, there's even government bailout lately on Greater Vancouver's condo market. As a result, buyers today have more choices. In many condo segments, buyers can negotiate more aggressively than they could 2 or maybe 3 years ago. We are seeing longer completion. We are seeing longer days on the market. We are seeing more price reductions. And in some areas, we are seeing sellers compete against each other for the same pool of buyers. From a buyer's perspective, that's actually great news. You have options, you have leverage, and you may be able to purchase a property today that would have been out of reach just a few years ago. But here's the challenge. Just because something is cheaper doesn't automatically make it a better investment. The question is not whether condos are cheaper. The question is whether they are positioned to outperform single families moving forward. Now let's look at single-family detached homes. Detached housing has faced its own challenges from higher interest rates and economic uncertainty. But unlike condos, supply remains relatively limited. There are only so many single homes in Greater Vancouver, and they are not building more land. Families still want backyards, parents still want larger homes, and many buyers still view single families as the ultimate housing goals. What's interesting is that many detached sellers are not under pressure. If they don't like the offers, many simply wait. That's very different from some condo owners facing completion deadlines, higher strata fees, or investors' fatigue. This creates an important distinction. In weaker markets, the properties under most pressure tend to experience larger price corrections. Right now, that's generally happening in the condo segment. Single-family homes have softened in many areas, but many neighborhoods remain surprisingly resilient, especially if the property is well-maintained, well-located, and priced correctly. This is one reason why detached pricing hasn't collapsed despite all of the negative headlines. Supply is still limited, and demand for family housing remains very strong. Now let's talk about the numbers, because this is where many buyers make mistakes. Let's say you have $1 million. A condo might allow you to live closer to transit, downtown, shopping, restaurants, and employment centers. It may also require a smaller down payment and lower overall maintenance responsibility. But there are expenses that many buyers underestimate. Strata fees, special levies, insurance increases, building maintenance, future depreciation of building components. With single families, the situation is different. You don't pay strata fees, you control your own property. And a larger portion of your value is tied to the land. Historically speaking, land has been one of the strongest drivers of long-term appreciation in Greater Vancouver. Of course, single families come with its own costs as well. roof replacement, exterior maintenance, landscaping, heating system, property taxes. Everything is your responsibility. The reality is neither option is automatically better. The better choice depends on what you are trying to achieve. And that's where most online discussion completely missing the point. If you're a first-time home buyer, a young professional, or someone who values convenience and location, a condo might be the best choice today, particularly if you can purchase a quality building at a reasonable price. If you don't necessarily need the highest appreciation, you need a property that helps you enter the market and build equity. Many people spend years waiting for the perfect opportunity. Meanwhile, they continue paying rent while property value and income move around them. A condo can be an excellent stepping stone. Not every property has to be your forever home. Sometimes the smartest move is simply getting started. If you are planning to stay for a long time, raising a family, or focus primarily on long-term wealth creation, single family deserves serious consideration. Historically speaking, land scarcity has been one of the most powerful drivers in wealth creation across Greater Vancouver. Detached homes also offer flexibility, future development potential, laneway homes, secondary suites, or what we have is multi-generational living. These options simply don't exist in most condominium buildings. If your budgets allow it and your time horizon is long enough, detached homes continue to offer advantages they are difficult to replicate. So if I were to enter the Vancouver market today, what would I personally buy? My answer is probably going to surprise you. I wouldn't start by asking whether I should buy a condo or a single house. I would start asking, what's my next 10 years look like? Because the wrong single home can be a worse purchase than the right condo. And the right condo can be the stepping stone that eventually gets you into a single house that you want. For most first-time home buyer, I think the opportunity exists in the condo market because buyers today have more negotiating power than they had in many years. For families with long-term plans and sufficient financial flexibility, single homes still offers unique advantages that remain difficult to replace. The best investment is rarely the property everyone else is chasing. It's the property that aligns with your goal, with your finances, with your timeline. If you're trying to decide between a condo and a single home in today's market, leave a comment below and tell me which one you're leaning toward. And if you like more Vancouver real estate insight every week, make sure you like and subscribe. Thanks for watching. See you in the next video or simply Better Call Mike.